Hello everybody, this is Pacheco at the porch, and a couple days after Christmas, actually one day away from New Year's. As you can see, business is lively. I'm here with a friend of mine. His name's Joe from California. We are doing a collaboration on the history of New Mexico in regards to the Aztecs, Olmecs, and Toltecs. It's kind of cold over here, but when is it not? This has been a lifelong tradition of people coming together to sell at this governor's palace in Santa Fe. It has a different appeal, being that there's 19 pueblos, and with transportation, mobility, and cost benefit analysis of turquoise and sterling silver, the marginal retail price of course is it takes money to make money. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm just sponsoring a young man through this journey. Of course, he's older than I am, but we're two spirits on the mission of love, discussing history in terms of politics. And it all started off with the beautiful greeting, and now we are in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with the meter running, and are going to get some food. And the most important part about this relationship is that the blood is all red, so that means MasterCard, Visa card, Discovery, whether you're swiping technological advancement like a square for receipt for money, it's all paid for by the creator. Of course, the most interesting part about Santa Fe itself is the sun. We're here in the plaza, and this is another minor detail to the aspect of the Pueblo Civil War, Pueblo Revolt, 1608, which then pushed out the conquistadors and was reestablished by Don Diego. And then in September they have a reenactment here in Santa Fe at the plaza, which is called Zozobra. During this time of Zozobra, what they do is they burn like it's supposed to burn away all your gloom, all your sorrow. It's like a New Year's, but for the history of Chicano, Aztlán, Mexicano estudia Chicano historia, Aztlán, Mecha, and all this stuff. So what it is these people, they're on a mission, this mission to rediscover who they are in this Native American world of ours, from east to west, this foreign divine, this transcendental people is coming from vortex, as above as below, these holistic healers. They come out to this beautiful setting and they plug themselves in like an avatar, and they get what they can from it, because God is us giving, and the more you give, the more you feel better about yourself. But unfortunately, things cost money, so when you make friendship, the friendship in on its own, it's what it is. It's a bond. It could be between man and woman, or woman and woman. Of course, that is a hot topic now with gay and lesbian marriage, of which I'm pretty much for, because supposing the world in on its own was to end tomorrow, wouldn't you want to have everybody live to their fullest? And in regards to logos and icons and visual stimulation, you got two eyes. One is impulsive and the other one is conducive towards recovery. The recovery of an identity, the recovery of self-worth. And this may just sound like a whole bunch of mumble jumble, but really what it is this is Santa Fe. Santa Fe is a Spanish word which means holy faith. I myself, Amito Pacheco, I went to school right up the road over here, at a place called Cristo Rey Parochial School, from 7th to 8th grade, and then I went 4 years into the military school, New Mexico Military Institute. Then I went to the United States Marine Corps. But prior to doing that, this is how my family made their living, was selling on the porch, and they, I could have went to Santa Fe Indian School, which is this way, but what happened was, I just went above and beyond. I felt like, I didn't need to be held back, and that's what love is. Love can hold you back, we're coming up to the Pueblo inaugurations, and during this Pueblo inaugurations, what happens is somebody has to give 1 year of their life, you know, and the service of mankind is something that they talk about in recovery, you know, and yet, you know, our relatives are out here in the cold trying to make some money so that they can take home, so they can pay the modern bills. So when we look at this in terms of our intentions of pursuit of happiness and our religious rights or civil rights, you know, can you buy an Indian? It's possible. It's better to feed one, though. You know, unfortunately, a man who can feed himself is biblical. It's like, what does it profit a man to learn how to fish when you can? When you can teach him and he can fish for himself for the rest of his life. That's beautiful. Again, I'm here, and I'm just kind of just taking this little moment to just put down what I have on, you know, on camera, using this moment wisely, like Benjamin Franklin's Poor Man's Almanac, a penny saved is a penny earned. This moment right here is going to be saved by technology. The encryption of my story, though, is in DNA likeness, is that there is only one of me, and there's so many of you out there that, you know, definitely need me as my daughter. You know, this is just little footprints of a hunter-gatherer. You know, some man's son. You know, under the sun. You know, the omnipotence of God, the God-given right of the, you know, the earned interest. So what is it worth to save a human being? You know, is it possible to recover from a mental illness? Well, adorn yourself with certain stones, it is possible. Singing sacred songs, it is possible as well, but who knows these sacred songs? And if I knew it, I wouldn't publicly say it to you because that's private. But the secularness of the world is that what goes up must come down, so prayers definitely go up and blessings come down. And that may have actually introduced something new to me, which is the concept of a flight. Like, you can get on a plane from LA, come down into Mexico, and you know, give someone like myself a hoot and a holler, and just share information. You know, go back and forth. It can actually lead for a much more accurate account to history. Of course, Catholicism played a big part to it, though. We've seen the St. Francis Cathedral, which is right around the corner this way. We've seen a rug for sale, like $2,900, but the person I was selling it had a real down south accent, if you know what I mean. And so, you know, why would you pay $2,900 for something that I can get for you for less than that? And that is maybe perhaps the pursuit of this moment right now, is that I know where to get things. I know how to make things. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Hearing, sight, touch, smell, taste. I extend my 5 senses to you. You know, I am into the energy felt technique. I'm invested by $10,000 of my own money. And I'm here to play. You know, anybody want to make it happen? Let's make it happen. I'm into the script of making the Pueblo Revolt. I'm into you know, I'm into it all, and that's because I don't have it all no more, even though I do. And I woke up this morning with this perverse thought of a little girl being chased by a monster. And she going to go seek some help from a medicine man. And so this medicine man, you know, he tells her to go back to sleep again. So this little girl, she does. And she sleeps, and sure enough, the monster comes again. And this time she gets cornered into a wall. And she's like, oh no, what are you going to do to me? And the monster's like, oh, I don't know. It's your dream. It's your dream. So you make your reality. You know, you really make your reality. Another way of saying that is you make your bed, you lie in it. You know, you plant your corn, you reap your benefits. When I'm out here dealing my adventures and all this, I am from a tribe, but you know, the affiliation of my language is shared between 11 other villages, and the principles of my business is that I don't want to take on things that doesn't sell, and I'm not into human trafficking, by all means. No, I'm into counter drug agents. I'm into the surveillance and observation and the reporting of certain things, not for a fee. The thing is that it has to be run with parameters, and parameters have to be subjected to pain, suffering. And those other people that are out there on my mission are with my welfare as well. And so the end result of this is that when you write something, it has to have an introduction, it has to have a body, and it has to have a conclusion. So my statement of this introduction is this: I met a man today who had some feathers of which I could use to dance with. And I am going to dance with. I just got out of a 14-day ceremony with my tribe, and I was told what I seen there stays there. It's just like an AA meeting. I know that there's some people walking around me once now that are like post-traumatic stress from war, things that they volunteered themselves to go to, and they're looking for some curing, they're looking for some help, and in one weird way or another, I think we're all healers, I think we're all healers, and just like Greek philosophy says, a dog only barks at someone that it doesn't know, and you never want to cross the same stream twice, which means never suffer for the same man or woman twice, You want to be able to move on, move forward, ni hama, machashi wa mi-san, Aflang wasalan mahadaban bikin ismi amito anamin mendina Santo Domingo shukran. I don't know why we can't go international. I don't know why we can't dig, on a level being of curiosity. Men are explorers by the nature of. The nature and the nourishment of, if I take 100% of me and I was to give it to you, does that make you 1,000? No. Monetarily, yes, but spiritually, it makes you undivided, indivisible by one. That is the power that I have, the nuclear power of a Native American, a prophet amongst you, by the name of Amito. Rainbow. Walking here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And this is very entertaining. It's very entertaining as it is. Had a very stimulating conversation with a man who is studying Aztec history. There is a lot of correlation in regards to the Aztec history. Hi. A lot of correlation to a lot of Aztec history. They believe that there are 7 caves in the Hopi prophecy. Wainuma, Himatsuwa, Amito, Hinsake. That's basic greetings in Hopi. Cachet, that's greeting in Zuni, Yatahe, Yate, not Yatahe. So there's some encryptions that I have in me. It's like it's really actually interesting. It's so interesting. It's like Commonwealth, it's like hitting Plymouth Rock all over again, but I'm posting this up. Hopefully, some of you will get a chance to see it, and if any of you were interested in baseball, it would be like I would throw the ball so slow to you that you wouldn't have, without a doubt, you're gonna hit a grand slam. That is what esprit de corps means to me. That is what participation means to me. That is what coming out from the bed and just walking amongst you, like a lion, a lion in the jungle, the concrete jungle. The streets are not paved by gold unless you have the perception of the soul. Joseph Campbell had it best when he said the eyes are the windows to your soul, and that is the mythology behind us. The mythology. Is it a myth that there is a cure for cancer? Probably not. My dad died from cancer. Is it a myth that we can abolish alcoholism, and yet men will continue to make porno? You know, ask my Eskimo brothers, my Inuit brothers, my Tlingit brothers. You know, that's just it, man. We're so intuitive, you know. Once we learn to subtract something, we learn to add something else. You know, the elements are always gonna conquer, though. Water, earth, wind, fire, love, and strife. These are things that are always within, and that's what the exploration of being comes into. The human being, the human beingness of being amongst you. You know, it's pretty interesting. You know, I maybe should sing a song right now that I had learned, but I much more invite you to come meet me on a personal level. What you see is what you get. I don't cuss. I'm passive aggressive, but I definitely use my training. I think on another note, there is a lot of senators and statesmen, as well as diplomats out there that could use some guidance as regards to, you know, as opposed to having Secret Service members, why can't they have Native American, you know, watch their back with the language and, you know, start up an elite unit like that? Why couldn't that happen? You know, I'm more than willing to try. There's my friend right there in the black. His name's Joe. He's mingling and a mangling. And by the looks of it, let me go check on him. But I didn't want to break into their conversation because when you jump into the ocean, it's either sink or swim. But as I know from my survival, that everything floats when you hold your breath. But don't hold your breath too long. And I think that's a beautiful concept. I know where to get moccasins. I know where to get blankets. I know where to get concho belts. I know where to get necklaces. I know where to get earrings. I know where all the dances are. Now, once you learn how to do something like this, how do you turn it off? You know that? Who is in command? You know, I'm in command of myself. I know that. Trial and error. I know that. And I trust myself with you. And so with that, I'm Pacheco here at Santa Fe, New Mexico, signing off. Pass it forward, man. Play this video forward. You know, hopefully I don't too bad. Alright. Au revoir.